Hello and welcome to the demo on painting people from photographs. There are certain situations that ask us to paint from photographs as opposed to painting from life, especially when we are dealing with younger people and especially if we are dealing with difficult poses. This is what today's demo will be about. Before I get to the point, I would like to explain my materials. I use oil paint, of course, titanium white, cadmium yellow medium, yellow ochre, cadmium red, alizarin crimson permanent, transparent red oxide, sap green viridian, and cobalt blue. When it comes to brushes, I prefer to work in larger sizes, as large as I can get, relatively, of course, to the size of canvas. Today we are working on 20 by 24 double Alla Prima linen, medium texture. Now, when it comes to working from photographs, I selected these images. This is an enlargement of the larger photograph. You have two figures of young girls incapable of standing still for hours. Because of the setup here, I am not really going to use the background behind. I don't like it, it's busy. However, for some painters it might do. So I selected the photograph of somewhere rose garden. And I'm not going to paint roses, but I like the light spots of splashes of nice color and value. And that's what we are going to imply behind the figures. This is what paintings from photographs does. To dilute the paint in initial stages of painting, I use odorless terpenoid or mineral spirits, and I don't use any medium except when I'm traveling. Sometimes I use whatever comes across from a local manufacturer. When it comes to diluting the paint, I use a lot of terpenoid in initial stages, so the whole thing gets saturated. And when I'm looking at the photograph in this case, or a model, I'm trying in my head to plan where the darks will go, where the lights will go. This is very crucial for the composition. Notice that my ground here is light, so I may put a little bit lighter tint to the bottom part. It usually is a good idea to leave the ground transparent. I don't know if we'll end up doing it today, but it does work beautifully for most of the paintings. Okay, now that we've got initial tint that kills the brightness of the canvas, the next step is to draw the composition. By drawing, I don't mean drawing the whole thing completely. I'm just trying to place initially the figures. First, focus on this is the cast shadow that goes between the models. It kind of connects with both figures, and only the light part of the hand is visible. We've got the figure here. Let's follow with a little bit of, that's a kind of interesting situation with this slat. See, it lines up with her buttock, and that's another problem that we are trying to avoid. Problem with the hand is too big. I think she's a child. She has adult hand, just a tiny bit narrower. Maybe even if I lose it a little bit, that will help. A little bit shorter knuckle. All right, it is finished. I'm very happy about it. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Thank you very much, and goodbye.